Hello, welcome back to Snowrunner. Season 16 continues. And tonight, we are. You know what? Let's go ahead and do this major order. We can work on that. It's been popping up and getting ignored long enough. In fact, we are in the perfect truck to go get packaged sand times 2 and metal beams times 1. And then we will get the construction rig with another vehicle. Hey, Steve. We're going to hope that the internet issue is cleared up and that the stream is good, because I can't make you guys suffer through a crappy stream. If it ends up not being real good, we'll end up doing this as a video instead of a live stream, because that'll be a little bit easier to do. Hey, David. Completed Deluge, now finishing off Sojourn. Nice. So let's get underway so we can see what the image actually looks like once I'm moving. Looks good so far. I know I'm all over the place because I'm looking at the stream on my phone, trying to make sure that it's good. So I'm looking at an itty bitty screen, trying to make sure it's not pixelated. Looks great. Thanks, Steve. Yeah, it must have just been something with the internet dropping. I ran the speed test, and even though it said that my internet was fast and everything, and I was going the wrong direction, it said that I had great speeds on my internet, but my upload speed was only like 1.2, and the download was only about half as much as it usually is. So we will take this guy across the top up here and go get our metal beams and packaged sand. Saw us doing something different as you were getting ready to go this evening. Yeah. Just talking to David. Oof. Couldn't have got any closer to that without getting damage, I bet. Had to fire things up a little bit early tonight to make sure that the maintenance that where they had to repair their maintenance issues, had to make sure that was still good. Hey, JL. So I'm going to be probably taking a life group at church here coming up, so that will make this the last Wednesday night stream for a little while, for roughly about 8 to 10 weeks. And this Saturday we will do the raffle stream, but there won't be a stream after that in the evening because I have another church event that I have to take care of, I don't know. I'm hosting a bonfire at my place for the hospitality team at church, and, you know. A lot to do for that. So, at least all the deliveries are in Salt River National Park, so after I pick everything up, I won't have as far to go. Still getting the occasional interference on my headset though. Let's say I might have to see if I can get it to connect via Bluetooth and see if that changes that interference level. I had to stop. It wanted to turn off to the right and not come back, as the femme likes to do. Afternoon, Miss Dust Bunny. Hope Wednesday's going well. Hit the like button and you'll be lurking. Alright, appreciate you. Apparently I'm not close enough to the trailer yet. I mean, I'm pretty much parked in the trailer, so I don't know why I wouldn't be. Fuel carrier trailer to the femme. Please hit the like and sub buttons. Support's appreciated. Thank you very much, Miss Dust Bunny. Lurkers welcome in. Please come out of hiding and hit the like and sub buttons. It's free. Nobody will see you. Then you can go back to lurking. Back to hiding. Yep. Thank you very much, Miss Dust Bunny. And as of today, I am 17 away from hitting the 200 mark. Did I fix the bridge? You mean the north bridge going to the sand? Nah, that's still broke. But that north bridge and the trees are the only thing I've got laying in the way of any roads. Really, I think doing the trees is a more vital thing than doing that bridge is. A lot of work to do. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of work to do. I am at 43%. So I've definitely got a lot of work to do. All of a sudden, Sam disappeared and got really quiet. I had to see where he went. He's just in there laying on the kitchen floor. He must have decided. We played ball and tug for probably a good 45 minutes before starting the stream. So he must have decided that he was good on that. Fem does it all. Yes and no. The Fem is a bit big for this particular style bridge. The Fem's definitely a good truck. If they'd ever fix that articulation problem, it'd be a great truck. But anybody that's driven the Fem long enough has gotten used to that issue with the articulation, I'm sure. And is usually ready for it when it happens. Come on, downshift. I was watching MJ's stream earlier, and he had that fem with the high saddle and the crane on there, and that just did not look right at all. Something about a fem in that configuration just not right. Dirty Road Relay 4969. How you doing? Welcome in, sir. Love seeing new names. Welcome to Muddy Stream. Doing all right. Hope everything's good. Everything is going good so far. Cannot complain. See, right in there's a good spot to park a fuel trailer too. That's probably where I'll have one parked after I replace the one out in the swamp. It'll be right at the gateway. It'll either be there or, like you did, Steve, park one down there at the factory. Grab that bush. No. There you go. Come on, Fem. Get up there. See, that articulation issue is just fighting me. It's not letting me actually climb the hill with a straight line. Of course it grabbed something that was going to fall right over. Wouldn't have been right otherwise. There we go. Why are you pulling it way over there? Alright, we're going to have to do this a little different then. We're driving up the gully. I got you. You want to go up the rock? We'll go up the gully. More than one way to skin that cat. That'll be one, please. Excuse me for the little slight rattle I'm sure you guys just heard. I itching my face and with the controller in my hand and hit the microphone. I think we'll have enough light to get to the sand quarry, get that picked up. So Steve, just before the stream started, Gareth had been watching my stream from last night, and he left a comment about the when we were talking about him driving off that cliff. I told him, I said, just an honorable mention. Talking about it this morning. Yeah. See? You just got to let off the throttle when you get that little lock in there. Because if you don't, it'll take you the wrong direction. And you just have to be ready for it. I am curious if there's a good way to get up there. Got to be a little more careful going through here though, because it's not like this has a crane to pick itself up should I dump it over. Leaving us there, JL? Alright, have yourself a good night, my friend. Come on. Way to get back into your house. Had an issue with the AC unit leaking in the wall twice. They finally got it fixed, and you should be home by October 21st. Wow, that's not something that you really want to have happen. Well, looks like we might be bringing it around the morning a little sooner than getting to the sand quarry. I thought we'd have time to get there. It is definitely getting dark fast. Been misplaced for 3 months total. Looking forward to going home. Yeah, I would be too. Holy cow. It's a long time to be out of your home. Alright, there's the pickup zone, so we should be good. I'm sure it's starting to get pretty dark on the screen there for you guys, so we will be fixing that problem momentarily. Took 3 weeks to dry the wall out, another 3 weeks to replace and repaint it. then reinstall the AC unit, and then it leaked all over it again. Oh. Alright, let's bring it around to morning here before we get too far. Oh yeah, 11 o'clock at night. It's definitely time for morning. There we go. Cargo management. Package sand. 2, please. And oh, what's going to be the easiest way back? This route or the other route? Probably the other route, because the other way, once you get out of the swamp, is mostly highway. So, and this is going to be mostly off-road and swampy. So pretty much back the way we go. Another couple of weeks to dry out, etc. Finally on the last stages to get it back together. I hope they fixed the AC unit this time as well. Holy cow. Ah, not that. We want to close that out. Well, we'll be dipping into the roof rack for sure. The roof rack, I believe, is almost half a tank. So. The original AC company that installed it and reinstalled it had the drain pipe going back down into the unit. Condensation uphill. Yeah. I mean, sure. You know, that company's not doing the reinstall this time. That's good. New company corrected drain pipe to go downhill now. Good. Yeah, I don't know what they must have been thinking about. Probably had a rookie doing it. Oh, this is a good place to train the new guy. That does that for a living. They know what they're doing. Yeah, you would think. Alright, here's the tippy part of the squish. So we gotta be real careful. Come on. Turn. Back. Just gotta be a little preemptive with the fem, that's all. Come on, stay upright. Alright, let's go ahead and refuel now. Now hopefully this is enough fuel to get me back to the fuel trailer on the main road. Of course, I do have a truck parked over here. I'm not sure if it's got a roof rack. I can switch some fuel out of that too, just to make sure. Truck should be right around this curve on the left. Even without a roof rack, we're still going to swipe some fuel from it. Because, well, the Freightliner doesn't really need any fuel to sit there. Eagle! No, it didn't miss my turn this time either. Oh, look, Freightliner's empty. That's alright, though. McGarrett DK. Hello, hello. Yeah, we're still going to go down this road here where I usually do. Because that's a long way for a shortcut, as somebody I know would say. I've picked up an awful lot of phrases and euphemisms from our Mr. Haggis. You know what I should do before I get going too far? Hang on. I gotta look and see exactly where this water tower is, so that I don't go to the wrong gateway. Okay. I'm definitely going to the correct gateway, because come out of that one, that's a long way. Through rough road. Using the FEM, yes. I don't use it a whole lot, but I used it for the second half of a contract last night, and figured, well, I was still sitting in it, I'd use it for the first half of this contract. Buffering for 5 seconds. Well, did it at least do the buffering while I was sitting still and looking at the map? At least then nothing important was going on. Turn back. Like I said, just gotta let off the throttle and be ready for it. Yeah, just gotta be careful. Especially when it decides it wants to lock the articulation to the left or the right. Usually the right, but occasionally left. Ooh. Come on, get up there. Yeah, steering is the tricky thing with this. Hey look, what a handy spot to park a yard. Just in case you need a tow through the mud. What do I have steering set to? Whatever you had. You mean like the sensitivity on my controller? Hold it. I need to go Right. I'm... Yeah, it's just auto. Whatever it was defaulted to. I never changed any of it. Yeah, it should be so that it goes back to the auto center. Yeah, I think that's the only thing that I've changed on there. No climbing hills. Unless I want you to climb a hill. Try using the steering wheel setting. Huh. Yeah, I'm glad I swiped the fuel out of the Freightliner. I would have gotten to just about this point and been running out. It would have been just short of enough. Night Runner. Change it from controller to steering wheel. Even though you have the controller, it makes the auto center like you're supposed to. Well, let's go ahead and give that a shot real quick. So I don't know if I can if that's gonna work on the PlayStation. I mean, I can change the common presets there, but I don't think I have right stick sensitivity. Go back to game. Okay, steering mode. Yeah, that's on wheel. Yeah, that's already on steering mode of steering wheel. But it's something I would have never thought to check out if you guys hadn't mentioned it. Sorry for the confusion. Hey, not a problem. I'm always happy for a little extra advice and to try things that might make things run a little smoother and better. See, now, some trucks I would have just came back through the cement plant because it's a little faster. But not with this thing. thought I was going to clear it. Front end cleared that rock. Refuel from there. Then roof rack. Ah. Lean on tanker. Just gave it a little nudge, that's all. Little rub. And away we go. I like this map. The trees remind you of Michigan. A little bit. I like the colors. When they do the autumn ones, you tend to get a little more variation in the color. Not been on this road. All right, we're gonna go on an experimental pathway here in the process because I haven't been on this route. So, you know, the Fem's the perfect truck to go scouting a new route in, right? Not as good of a scout as the C500, but nothing is. Very hard road, I said. Well, like I said, I haven't been down there yet, so figured I may as well give her a go. Didn't have any trees laying down in it, so you tipped on this one? Well, in all fairness, Steve, you do tip over a lot. Just messing with you, man. Alright, I need to go to the left of that rock. There we go. Come on, old femmer. There you go. Get your big wheels up there. You got 71-inch tires. That 6-inch climb should be nothing. Yeah. I knew that thing was going to catch. I mean, so far it seems like, you know, a little tight, but not too bad. That spot is kind of rough. Hug the inside a little more. Oh, look at that. There's a shortcut to the shortcut. Come through the mud. Careful on the next right. Must be this one that I'm on right now with the delay. Yeah. I kind of got into it and figured that was the spot that you were worried about. That's where you fell over? Yeah, it looks like you can kind of shortcut through the mud through that water right there. Which would maybe work great with the FEM. I think the FEM would probably be able to shortcut through that pretty good. But she is just not having the overall idea of going through here. There we go. Yeah, next I have to do the big... Yeah, I won't pull a big trailer through that. The big trailer is going to go all the way around the block. That may be where I should possibly go pick up some service spare parts and get rid of the trees. Because I really don't see pulling that trailer through here. Because that would just be a fight and a half. Good plan. And trying to make this U-turn here with that trailer, that would not happen. Nope, it's got to be the other box then. Which means that box is going to be the box for the trailer. Yep. Alright. We'll get this parked out of the way. We'll go find something that we can go pick up the service spare parts with and we'll do all that. Oh look, there's a Zix parked over here. Wonder what that's doing here. Sitting there collecting mud. By now it's probably got a hornet's nest up under the hood. Oh. Let's go back to the garage. Oh. What is that? Is that a... I need to accept these ones anyhow. Oh. Which one is it? Unplanned work? Start tracking. So we got one way over there. Left bank on the right hand side, of course. Forest Road. And that one. Okay, truck storage. What are you doing? Hold on. I got that thing up on top, but doesn't this have a roof rack? That would be way more sensible. Oh, then I gotta go here. There we go. I still got my bright lights, and I got a roof rack. What time are we looking at? Let's go to 6 a.m. Could have maybes. Maybe they'll sting you. Maybe they won't. Yeah, it's been sitting over there for a minute. I don't know what it is about bees, but they like to collect themselves in automotive parts. We've got a shelf out behind our shop that's just been sitting there full of sheet metal, you know, front covers, valve covers, oil pans, and they're all loaded with bees' nests. Hornets. Well, fortunately, not really a whole lot of hornets. I think we're going to take the Steve shortcut because it works pretty good as long as you don't fall over. And if you fall over, you blame it on Steve. Tried the other side, not as bad. Oh, the far side of the bridge? You're talking about cross the bridge and come down on this side? Yeah, probably right between these trees. I can see that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard the man. Head to the pond. Yeah, I'm not so sure if it's a pond or just a massive puddle. Oof. Well, there was something in there that didn't like me, but beyond that... Oh yeah, that definitely wasn't that bad of a way down. Don't you fall over. That is unacceptable, young man. Better than the other side, not as tippy? Yeah. Yeah, it worked out pretty good. Good save. Well, thank you, sir. Hang on. Alright, I wanted to make sure I was going the right direction here. I guess I could have looked at the street sign. Cargo management. Service spare parts. 3, please. Alright, let's see now. First one's over there. Yeah, we're gonna come this way around. And then we go to the bridge. Here. Here. Up this way. Out here. Over to there. And that's good for now. Because the other one's way back the other direction. Get fixed up. They have the fastest mechanics in the West. Of course, it'll be kind of crazy having these done and not having to go all the way around them again. I've gotten so used to detouring around these trees that it's like second nature. Oh, I have not found the lion rock yet. Found the wolf, found the eagle, have not found the lion. From the image I seen, the South Fang posted it, you've almost got to be looking at it straight on to see it. And her creeper gear. Well, not quite creeper gear, but almost creeper gear. Gotta keep the wheel spin down. Oh, look, there's Mac. All of that. One down, two to go. Ow! A little too close to that corner when I turned. Speaking of the eagle, there he is. Ah, well, that's not a good save. Okay, time to take your drink. Hydrate. Drink them if you got them. If you ain't got them, go get them. What's the closest one I got? Probably the Mac. Yep. Ooh, roof rack. It's bound to happen eventually. I've been doing pretty good about not flipping the last few streams, so it had to happen sooner or later. That nice freshly cut tree. Love the smell of fresh cut wood. Now herein lies the problem, is the direction in which that thing fell. What I may do is end up stealing fuel out of it and loading the parts in here. We'll see how difficult of a rescue this ends up being. All right. I guess we can stick with what we got. Do I play in order or skip around? I pretty much play in order. I do have another series that I'm doing that I just started. In fact, Steve helped me on the first episode of it quite a bit, of playing the regions in reverse order. So basically I did the tutorial part of Michigan and jumped straight to Washington. And then we're going to go from season 16 down to 15 and so on, all the way back down. Sail Sense, hello. Welcome. Welcome in. Probably should have threw a little bit more fuel in there. Doing that Sunday yet? Yeah, I'm thinking that's what we'll do Sunday. That'll probably be like a weekly thing, is doing that one on Sundays. What they did in season 16 is just bad. One garage. The exits from that map to map are just a nightmare. Some of them are bad. At least they put the garage on the middle map so that you don't have to literally, if you pull out a new truck, drive across all three. You only got to go from the center one to the left or the right. Ooh. Ah, I got fuel right here. Can I reach them or do I gotta move over? Look at that. I forgot that I had that guy parked there. I'm not even sure why it's parked there. Most miles driven and only at 70%. Yeah, there's a lot of driving you do. It's all the back and forth from one map to the other with the contracts that makes it so many miles. Alright. 2 down, 1 to go. One on this map. There's another, at least one more over in Selton River Mountains. But that's like a task. It's got its own little task box. I think this is where I turn off for my shortcut. Yep. Let the A's off. It's all right. I don't drive it a lot, but it definitely has its usefulness. Turn the all-wheel drive off. Now, this one's a little on the long side as I drive completely off the road. It's a little long, so you got to be a little more careful on your turns. But it's not too bad of a truck. The horn. No gentle push or anything. Hit that thing with some force. So I was watching another guy earlier. I can't remember what his name is. I'll have to look it up and let you guys know. He just started playing Snowrunner. He is only 18 hours into it. He said he started like last week. And he was doing the entire thing from in-cab view. So I thought for a guy, he said he's never played it before until a week ago. So for a guy to start out straight on in-cab, that's pretty tough. Ah, there's another one waiting to go back to the garage. Ooh, a little close to the side there. That was because I hit the wrong button. I was going to go back outside and just hit the wrong one. Alright, let's shove these out of the way a little bit. Brian Connor, how you doing, sir? Alright, I do believe I'm going to need to take this road off here. It cuts off to the right, but we'll see what the easiest way to get to it is. Figure out what was wrong last night? All I can think is it was the internet. I ran the speed test after I got off the stream, and my upload speed was considerably lower than it normally is. So I'm thinking it had something to do with that. Well, if I go that way, I avoid this. But that's also the long way. So we're going to chance it. We're taking the chance. Looks like new tonight. Oh, thank you, sir. Yeah, it definitely looks better when I look over here at my phone. And that's the thing is, you know, it's hard for me to monitor it using my phone to monitor because of how small the image is on my phone. Because I got to keep it, I can't even turn it sideways to get a bigger picture because then I can't see chat. So, trying to keep track of the chat and what's going on there gives me an even smaller screen. Hard task. Alright, we're going to go with all wheel around here. That way, if it starts to get a little crazy, maybe the front wheels can grab and keep me up there. Because, go ahead, fall away. That right there is the problem. Whew, we made it. Unfortunately, those rocks don't move, so if you're too wide or too long, what are we working on? Well, right now we are getting rid of the trees that are falling. And then we are going back to doing major order, which I just have to deliver the construction trailer for. This is the last of the fallen trees. One. Unplanned work. Great! Getting to important places should be much easier now. 870 XP, 9,750 cash. Of course, I don't know what important place you're getting to taking this route when you got the main road opened up. So, then there's this road here. They've got to have something going on, a task or something that's going to bring you up here. Because otherwise, I don't get it. I don't get the purpose for it. Okay. Trailer I got to pick up is in Solace Bay. Do I have anything? Even if that's got a high saddle on it, I just stole all the fuel out of it, so. I can check because I got the yard close that I could, what kind of saddle we got? Because the yard's got fuel on its roof rack if I gotta do that. Looks like a high saddle. Alright. So, jump into the yard and bring some fuel over there, right? Seems like on this season 16 they pay you more on this season than any other. Pay goes up with each mission. Yeah, a lot of the contracts here in season 16 definitely pay well.
Please specify what you would like me to come up with for you.
1 minute. Stupid Google crap. I don't even know what was said that caused that retarded Google stuff to come up. Starts chiming at me and telling me all this happy stuff that it wants me to know. Ah, look at the moon. Not quite a full moon, but almost. Alright, let's daylight. Funny, I got the Yar out this way. I can't even remember what I was doing when I brought it out here, but it pretty much has stayed on this end of the map. Alright, we're going to do something else. I have not gone up this road yet. I know it just comes out at the same point as the other one does, but... Gotta clear it. Oh, see? Is that a contest? Mountain track. Yeah, it's a contest. We are not doing that yet. See, I wouldn't have known that was there yet if I didn't come up here. House was set in a good spot. Yeah, it was. Nah. I was just looking to see if you could kind of cut that corner any. Not a bad route for driving either. Might be muddy down here, but you could go up on the high side. Graphics are so good on this game. Yeah, they did a good job with them. Now, the question is this going to be worth using to fill the Freightliner? Refuel. Oh, no, I've only got 4 gallons in the roof rack. I probably should have checked that before driving all the way over here. Okay, well, guess that answers that question. And the Earth Roamer doesn't have much in... Well, it might, because I know the Scout fuel trailer it carries doesn't have anything in there, but... What do we have in the Earth Roamer itself? 43 gallons? Oh, that'll work. Okay. Yeah, that's empty. I guess I should have jumped into the earth roamer instead of the R, but... whatever. There's another one that, from the early days of scouting this area, has never gone back to the garage. Still dragging around its same scout fuel trailer that I started out with. Of course, it's empty now, but... alright. Refuel. Service kit. To the Freightliner. And we're going to steal the fuel off the roof rack there. It gives us a little over half a tank. Ah, not that one. I don't want that truck. I want that truck. Where do I got to pick this up at? It's going to be someplace crazy. Over here. Okay. Well, that's going to be a royal pain in the patootie, but we can make that happen. Come out, we'll hit the fuel station. Come back around this way. Run down, pick that up. The old freight shake's pretty good on fuel, so... well, when it's not in the muck, it's pretty good on fuel. I actually think that going this way around will be a little bit easier. Maybe. Climbing this might be a pain in the butt. Look, one of those right there. One of those is going to be a good one. I mean, this is a pretty steep climb. Oof. But overall, not a bad way to get across there. all the trucks I have, think you use this one the most? I use it quite a bit. So far, it's proven to be a pretty good truck. So. Savor and a good one at that. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely a keeper. There's our fuel. All right. Now route. Come back down this way. And we want to come off right here. Take this fork. And on in. Now the old freight shake gets to show us what it's really made of. Leave the all-wheel drive off as long as possible to save on some fuel. Without smoke coming out of those stacks. She needs an oil change. I think she's got some bad fuel injectors. Well, that's not too bad. Kenworth? Nope, this is the Freightliner FLD 120. Of course, I joke about the fuel injectors. True story, when I was driving for Gainey Transportation over here, the trucks they gave me, I actually had to take it to the shop and get new fuel injectors put in. Like, I did one run, and I got going up some mountains down central US, and it would just drop off, lose all power. Even as a bobtail, I didn't have any power. And I barely limped it into the Kenworth shop to get the injectors replaced. I'm thinking instead of going that way around, we go this way around. Shorter distance, seems solid enough. All right. This is what I said, where we're going to find out what the freight shank's really made out of. This is a lot to pull. I hear a ticker in her. I think she's got it. Uh-oh. She might be too low. Get her done, son. Big load, yes, yes it is. have no idea what that winch was connected to because it connected behind me. Bigger than the truck makes it look small. Yes, yes it does. See, now what's not to love about this little tiny freight shake? I don't know. Nah, it's not going to get that pine tree. Come on. Get it up there. See if we can't change the angle on her a little bit. Oh, she's still catching on that rock. Nothing to attach to floating around out here. Is that a tree stump? No. Alright, well. It's really not going to go over that rock. Don't know what that water's like right there. Well, we may end up be finding out how deep this water is over here. We go all the way around. Alright, what'd you grab? Besides nothing useful. Too far back. No, not that one. This one I was just on. That's the one I want. Well, that plan of attack don't seem to be working very well. Come on, young lady. Don't let me down. Well, she drugged that monster through there. Andrew McFadden, well done. Thank you, sir. Now, could I have put it on something like the Boar or the Plaid, something that's at a lot higher, and got it through there a little easier? Yeah, but you know what? Why go overkill when you don't have to? That should be plenty of fuel to get me back around to the fuel trailer that I got over here. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. And there goes the stream quality again. You've got to be kidding me. Seems like this is just about the same time of night that it did it yesterday. I think I'm going to be contacting the old internet provider and telling them, hey, what's going on with this? See what happens once I start moving. Yep, it's doing the buffering thing because it's not got enough upload. Still looks good on your side, just a lot of buffering because on my phone screen it's pretty blurred. I don't know, and it's the same time of night that it did that last night. Let me time of day. Again, though, it's hard to tell on this phone screen, but it definitely looks like it's not the greatest. Buffering a lot. Yeah. I think I'm going to have to get a hold of T-Mobile and find out what's going on with my internet. Yeah, now it's blurry. Well, you know what, guys? It's 23 after. Instead of making you guys suffer with watching this as a blur, we are going to go ahead and we will park this trailer here. We got it ready to go. So we will call that a stream for right now, and hopefully it'll be better tomorrow evening. And so, like I say, we'll end it right here so we can have it a little better next time around. And if you like what you see, hit your like button. If you really like what you see, feel free to share, comment. If you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. Yeah, don't worry, man. No worries. We'll get it handled some way or another. And with all that, we will see you next time.